Government engages Jur and Kugi communities in a peace dialogue to end tensions in Terekeka. Ural West locals want new constitution to reinforce disarmament efforts. Sultan Ismail FC crowned Bibor Premier League champions after beating Koduman 7-2. Good afternoon, viewers. Welcome to SSBC News Live from Juba. I'm Susan Emiliano with the news in details. We begin our news with peace efforts. Central Equatoria authorities have once again taken the communities of Jur and Kugi Bomas in Terekeka County to the negotiating table to address their grievances amid rising tensions between them, despite signing a peace and reconciliation document in April this year. SSBC's Peter Mori reports.
The community dialogue is to iron out misunderstandings, divisions, and to avert communal conflicts between the communities of Jor and Kuji. The dialogue discusses root causes of conflicts between the two communities, which mainly centers on ownership of land. The dialogue ended with some resolutions which were read by the rapporteur of the community dialogue.
Number 2, renaming of historical places should be abolished. The third recommendation, the perpetrators should be brought to book. Number 4, Mederia cattle camp should be under the control of county and Central Equatorial State authorities. Number 5, there is need for local government to determine the two boomers establishment approach. Number 6, communal fight must be discouraged. Conflict instigators, when found, should be brought to book.
Speaking at the event, Central Equatorial State Minister of Peace Building, Jacob Aligo Lolodo, urges the communities of Jor and Kuji to live in peace and unity and to resolve any misunderstandings in dialogue.
عايزول القاي في محل أو في حدود معين من يوم واحد شهر واحد سنة 1956 لزول بتاع محل ده السبب شنو هتهم دارك اللي زي فوتو يمشوا وين حاجة اللي فيه كان في مشكلة أقول تاه ونسوا سالوا كلام ده ومعيشة كويس بيستمر. أنا متأكد أغلبية بتاعكم الناس اللي بيحبوا السلام لكن في ناس بسيطين دائما يواجهوا مشاكل. So commissioner with the secretariat, there should be full compilation with a report with a just on the top of the resolution adopted.
The security advisor in Central Equatorial State, Angelo Daya, directs the commissioner of Terekeka County to arrest any criminal in the county.
Nas bita Jor, nas ta ko. Muskila bita hunsun. Kalam bita hun yomda governor Hello. Ito honda bagara. Ito hon nutu bagara. Ito honakulu bagara de. Ito hon alefo. De sunutani. Honorable Commissioner, Nas al-Majrimin kan defi kor ya guduma. Asan kor magadias makalam bita hukuma. Jor magadias makalam bita hukuma. Badde hukuma bekush. Ita lumajri anna biar vita.
The Commissioner of Terekeka County, Dr. Emmanuel Ladulako, directs the suspension of any land demarcation within the county. The chairperson of Mundari Youth, Marco Majak, emphasizes on the unity of Mundari Youth.
ودما جمعنا لأن نلزم بهلو مشاكل يتأجر وكافي كلام نلزم كيشاكر كلام أدود كلام ده كلام نشيله برا.
The communities are urged to live in peace and to foster reconciliation and to resolve misunderstandings through dialogue. Peter Mori James, SSBC.
Let's go to Bor, the capital of Jonglei State, where thousands of people across the Jonglei counties, including Duke County, have come out to celebrate the inauguration of Gadiang Payam, its chief, Deng Manyon, assumed his role. Governor Dr. Yagai Kok reaffirmed that the creation of new Payams is in line with the SPLM's vision of taking towns to the people. The Deputy Speaker of Jonglei State Legislative Assembly, Aputu Ojulu, urges the youths of Gadiang Payam to promote peace and unity.
فشاهدنا قضيت في انه يكون في سلام في جنغله لكن الان نحن نبدا سيف جديد الناس بتتحرك بالارباد الجار بتاعنا خليجي من قديم وده يو كان سبب لو قلنا وقال بتاعنا ما يجي تاني من كمبالا خلوا قال بتاعنا يجي من قديم
لأن قديم ده هيكون المدينة النموذجية للولاية. قديم ده ملتقى بتاع طرق. الطريق الجاي من مرور مرور نيبور أكوبا دوب كل الطرق دي يكون ملتقى وين في قديم. ده ينفذ فوق رؤية الرئيس الراحل جون جرام فإن يقول شيلوا المدينة للريف. بمعنى قديم بعد سنة ولا سنة ونص هيكون مدينة أكبر من بور.
And the decentralized system of government require us to devolve powers down from the state to the counties, and from the counties to the payams and down to the boomers. So thank you very much for this very powerful and courageous move we have taken today to establish the payam of Kadiam. I believe the purpose of any establishment is always to promote certain ideas. One of them will be actually to promote the acts of the government in that particular entity. So establishing Kadiam will be promoting actually the government in that territory.
Crossing over to Yerul West County in Lake State, where the grassroots communities have continued to push for a unified disarmament of civilians in new constitution to promote social cohesion and justice. The locals expressed their convictions during the ongoing civic education and public consultation on drafting a new permanent constitution. SSBC's Stewart Abugo has more.
The National Constitutional Review Commission teams in Yerul West County have concluded critical, direct consultation with both youth and traditional chiefs. Their mandate is to gather grassroots views that will form the foundation of the new constitution. Youth groups presented specific demands focused on nationhood and development, on citizenship, a 5-year minimum residency for foreigners to qualify for citizenship, defining youth, setting the constitutional age for youth at 18 to 45, requiring the clear demarcation of all international borders, guaranteeing free movement and settlement across the country, and enshrining free education. Separately, the National Constitutional Review Commission consulted with local chiefs, influential custodians of custom and justice, whose concerns centered on governance and security. They insisted that all officials from the president down to local chiefs must be democratically elected. land ownership must belong to community, but its use should be regulated by the government. They emphasize the urgent need for the government to disarm the entire country. They call for constitutional support for agricultural modernization and specified that blood compensation should be set at 31 head of cattle. The diverse demands from Ural West underscore the complexity of the NCRC task, balancing modern democratic structures with deep-rooted traditional practices. This feedback will be pivotal in determining the legitimacy of South Sudan Permanent Constitution. For SSBC News, Stewart Abugola.
The National Elections Commission, in collaboration with Democracy Reporting International, engages youths in using dialogue as a practical tool for addressing political disarmaments and fostering peace building. Abate Simon reports.
The dialogue brings together youth leaders, students, civil society representatives, and experts to explore practical, user-friendly tools for meaningful participation in governance and public life. The Director General of Public Outreach and External Relations in the National Elections Commission, Barnaba Mayor Deng, encourage youth to commit efforts to rationalizing democratic process as South Sudan prepares for general elections in 2026.
You are doing the right thing, and we tell you are right thing. You are not going to the law. You must know the law. We are going to post it on the website. So that you go to our website, you read it properly. Because election is perception. People perceive.
Jackson Ladu Juma, one of the youth leaders, stressed the importance of youth participation in national democratic change, peace building, and accountability process.
The participation of young persons with disabilities is very important because I can see that in inclusion, everyone's voice matters.
Susan Alpret, one of the participants in the dialogue, calls for continuous youth empowerment for a variety of proactive programs for a better and brighter future of the country.
Let us participate in something that will lead to the development of this country, rather than participating in something that will return this country backward, especially for war. Because mostly in South Sudan, youths are being used for war. During the decision making for something to be discussed in Trevor, they are not part of them. But when it comes to war, now they will come and look for the youth to come and contribute to that.
The representative of civil society and donors institution, Ali Murray, affirms that the program is to bridge gap in knowledge and skills transfer to the youth through experience sharing and stakeholders engagement.
Above all, let us be active Gen Z. Let us improve the socio-political, situation of this country. It is not only for our parents, but we are part and parcel. Future is now.
This event is part of the 4-month civic engagement program aimed at empowering young South Sudanese to engage more effectively with the public institutions and influence decision-making process. Abate Simon Godo, SSBC, Juba.
Lawmakers and state mining authorities have jointly inspected the activities of the mining companies operating in Kapoita County of Eastern Equatoria State. In speaking to SSBC, the State Minister of Mining, Ruth Buga Morris, stresses that the visit conforms with the implementation of the Memorandum of Understanding signed between the host communities and the companies on resources sharing in terms of provision of essential services.
That the people in the mining sites are living in harmony and peace with the companies, and we have also artisanal miners who are benefiting from these sites using the water. As we know, artisanal miners, they do it for their livelihood. That is where they benefit from the little resources that they get. And we have the small scale mining that is not exceeding 10 meters. and we have the artisanal mining, the exploration. Most of the companies who are in Eastern Equatorial State are doing exploration, where we can say it's a test, and exploration according to the law it can take 5 to 7 years, so that we don't mistaken it to a large production. But when we come to the small scale mining, also it depends on the soil, how the company can produce or not. And when they're having a good production, of course, the law has given the state their percentage and the community their percentage, as well as the community benefit from the social corporate responsibility. That is where they get school, they get roads and water. And some of the companies that are doing exploration are already fixing roads, they have open roads, and others have fixed water for the communities, and others are also renovating schools for the community. And we come to inspect whether the MOU that is signed between the community and the company is being implemented. As a government, we are here to make sure our community, our people are benefiting also from their resources and their environment is in a good place. These companies do rehabilitate the environment once they are upgrading to the next level. And they also have in agreement, it's stipulated that they need to plant trees.
لما سمعنا إشاعات إنه في تلوث بيئي، في مشاكل موجودة في محل التنقيب، أصرينا عشان نجي نرافق الأخت الوزير عشان نجيب على شغلانة، لأنه في النهاية دول أهلنا. في النهاية دول أهلنا، اللي بيضرر ده أهلنا، دول الناس إحنا ممثلينهم في البرلمانات دي. فالأمر مهم جدا لنا عشان نجي نجيب على الحقائق دي. نهاية لقينا في يعني هارموني والمواطن. يعني يسألونا هنا نحن المسؤولين للدائرة هي المسؤولة مباشرة، لأن المواطنين بنراقب الوضع كله، فيجوا عشان ياخذوا المعلومات عشان ما يتكلموا ساكت. التضليل ما كويس يعني، بيضر أي إنسان يغيره للبلد، مسؤولين للشعب. فالكلام ده مرفوض يا جماعة.
أو هو شركات صغيرة عشان الناس ما بتاخذ له مساحة كبيرة، يقولوا شركات. على الجين الموقع نفرشي شركة شغال بتاعه لو ما موجود في محل هنا يصير ما البقر بقى ما الشركة ده أنا شايفه شغال ضرب المجتمع بتاعنا، وأنا ممثل للدائرة في الشركة بنرفض الكلام وأنا نقبل شركة ونكون شغال، لأنه في النهاية الناس زي اللي الناس بيصوتوا لنا في انتخابات، وأنا في البرلمان عشان نجيب الشجع خليه يجي يعينوا في الميدان.
ولا قال كده ولا كده، الشركة ماشي معانا كويس على حسب النظام اتجاه الحكومة. اختلافات في حاجات عملوا كده، أنا مقصود من الوزير يجي يشوف كلام بعين عشان ما يسمع بكلام منك بتاع التليفونات، يجي يشوف بعين. الحمد لله وجاء ونشكر منه، وجاء فعلا شاف المواطنين شغالين معانا وكلنا هنا قاعدين تمام.
وانا بوبي كنا كيا
واسا
يبو يقابي
na gatin sawa
jamu ta ngoto kana paka na
na derin nas yakun fi makalat bitomon gatin nizamu
ko boy gine te jo khay
na ko ko be nizam
amerika ko na kharaj
ma fi kalam al batal
ko batara na makale kay
ana zikata kaman kun.
Let's go for a short break and we shall be back right in a moment. Welcome back from that short break, and to continue turning to church activities, Governor Rabi Mujuki Emmanuel of Central Equatorial State joins Christians congregation at St. Matthias Church to pray for peace and unity of the country. Governor Rabi reminded the faithful about peace, unity and security as his top priorities for national stability. Right Reverend Jackson Aripa, the Assistant Bishop of Juba Diocese, appreciated the governor and his entourage for the visit.
So, الحاجات دي كثيرة دير تجاهد بتاع تكاتف بتاع الجهود بتاعنا. Still أنا هنا ككنيسة كحكومة كمواطنين مؤمنين عندنا عيال وبنات ولدناهم ومن رفعوا السلاح عشان نقاتل مع الحكومة وبيعمل لنا إخلال الأمن في مناطق بتاع الولاية بتاعنا خاصة في جريتا يي ومعظم الشعب هناك مشوا في الريفيجيز بقى في اللاجئين وفي ديسبليس كامب وظروف المهم ماشيين بها ظروف بطالة والناس القاعدين في المدن والقاعدين في الكاونتس هم ما قاعدين يعيش حياة كويسة بكوس اوف الكلام ده. طيب الناس ده داير كلام بتاع السلام ده بلقوه كيف؟ ده منو بيقنع الولد ده بتاعك ولا بتاع حكومة ولا بتاع الكنيسة عشان يحط السلاح تحت ويقدر يجي ويساعد في بناء الأمة ويساعد في بناء الدولة. لكن أنا بفتكر إنه البلد ده بالإجماع إن طلعناه مفروض أن إحنا ننمي البلد ده ونشتغل مع بعض نقلل الكراهية. 12 سنة ده people suffered كتير خالص. لكن
Governor Jacob Dollar wrote of Upper Nile State calls on the faithful to continue praying for peace, stability and unity in the country. Addressing worshippers of the Nuer Presbyterian Church in Juba on Sunday, Governor Dollar emphasized that his government prioritizes the security and stability of Upper Nile State to pave the way for sustainable development. For his part, the moderator of the Presbyterian Church in South Sudan, James Makwechol, reiterates the church's unlimited support for achieving peace and restoring stability.
A need of peace in Upper Nile State, particularly in the area where affected by this crisis. Without peace, we will not even actually see a development, especially the area where in Nasser, there is no school, there is no actually clinics, which is actually the health care centers, and there is no road, and even the anger also in those areas, due to this unnecessary crisis in those areas. And we call upon the citizens of Upper Nile in general, let us unite together and join our hands so that we have to advocate for peace. This is the only way that we will achieve the lasting peace in this country. This is the message that I want to pass, and we share with the members of the church, especially the elders and the church leaders, and they emphasize on forgiveness and reconciliation among ourselves as the people of Upper Nile, at the same time as the people of the Republic of South Sudan.
As a church, our appeal to everyone in the Republic of South Sudan is to embrace peace. Without peace, we will do nothing, and we will finish ourselves in vain for nothing. God has given us this land, regardless of your tribe, regardless of the region you come from. We are all sons and daughters of the Republic of South Sudan. We need not to disgrace our fallen heroes who have died on behalf of this land. Let us keep on engaging ourselves to talk in peace so that we love one another. God commanded us, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Let us embrace peace so that
the parish priest of Holy Cross Catholic Church in Yerul West County, Andrea Osman, uses his Sunday Mass sermon to urge believers to reflect on their global mission of promoting peace, calling on national dialogue to address the issues facing the country. The priest's message on dialogue coincided with a visit of a team from the National Constitutional Review Commission who joined the faithful to disseminate information about their mandate in the county.
Sister, today we are here to understand all about our mission as individuals. What is my mission to do? And to take care of it well, without fear, and to do it well all the support to help you to do it. In the mission also we need dialogue. Without dialogue we will not go ahead. We need a location where we can target. So those all are in our head. Sometimes our relatives here they were saying, Father, I cannot read you because I don't have transport.
We came to talk to our people and to engage our people, our South Sudanese, in their various institutions and capacity as a South Sudanese on constitution making process, because we need to come out with a very clear and permanent constitution, or the law can govern our state, our country. We know that we are coming out from this independence for 10 years, so right now we are ready to come out.
The Central Equatorial State Union of People with Disabilities celebrated the International White Cane Day in Juba. The day, marked annually on 15th October, was set aside to celebrate the achievements of people with visual impairment. Addressing the occasion, the Director of Social Welfare at the State Ministry of Gender, Child and Social Welfare, Omar Sharif-Ad-Din, affirms government continued support to supporting people with visual impairment.
كمواطنين بصريا أنا عندنا تحديات كثير. تحديات ده كيف هذا في مدرسة هنا؟ لأنه مدرسة ده هو مدرسة التأهيلية الوحيد موجود في جنوب السودان. بيحتاج لخدمات، بيحتاج لحاجات جوا هنا. هل هو بيتوقف سبيشال نقول زي مثلا وايت كين ده بالذات.
أنا بقوم بيوم ده أصلا بيعمل awareness إنه ناس المكفوفين هم ناس اللي كمان جزء من المجتمع بتاعنا، أنا عندنا حق عشان بيشارك في كل مجال. عشان كده في بلاتفورم يوم تاليلا في awareness ده we are calling for action إنه all of us collectively تندو حكومة بتاعنا اتحادية ولا ولاية ولا منظمات اللي بيشتغل في مجال disability إنه أنا دايرين more inclusive environment على أن كله بقدر يشتغل فوقه. بدانه إنه كان في construction، كان في عملوا شوارع، كان بعملوا كوبري. بدانه أنا دايرين environment participation of persons with disability. ناس المواقين كلهم نشارك عشان هم بقدر ودي advice تمون كيف service دي بقدر accommodate لنا كله.
We are here because we are part of you. We are here because we have associated ourselves to this very important day. We support persons with disability through OVCI. So anything that OVCI is doing to persons with disability, including the school, you must know that the support is coming from Christian Blind Mission. The confirmation I have for you today is that we shall continue supporting
The World Bank, in collaboration with higher education authorities, has inspected the learning facilities at the Dr. John Garang Memorial University in Bor, Jonglei State on Thursday. The World Bank is implementing the digital agriculture project with College of Postgraduate in order to enhance the higher diploma in agriculture, besides reflecting the women 30% affirmative action. Vice Chancellor of Dr. John Memorial University, Dr. Abraham Matok Adel, says the project targets 350 students.
Profile committee of higher education and from World Bank came in fact to revisit the facilities that are identified for educational agriculture in this university. And they are coming for the implementation process. And this implementation process, soon when the curriculum is out, the admission process will take place and will admit the students as soon as possible. And I tell the world in South Sudan that this is a privilege, and I'm privileged as the Vice Chancellor of this university, and privileged also as a University of Dr. John Garang Memorial University of Science and Technology to quickly start the project of this digital application.
Thank you. My name is Kai Davido. I am the project director for building skillful human capital development. The reason why we are here, this is our third visit here. The next stage for us, the universities have availed the facilities. Our procurement team now will start procuring the necessary ICT equipment, and our engineering team will work with the procurement team on the layout of this lecture hall. We'll also be working with the Director General for admissions and as well as the university team to start admitting the students. So our aim is to start as soon as possible, but the timeline that we currently have is that the students should be.
Finally, in Bipor administrative area, football fans turn out in large numbers on Saturday to witness the thrilling conclusion of the 2025 Bipor Premier League. The season final show Sultan Smail Football Club claimed the championship title in spectacular fashion. Sultan Smail FC were crowned the 2025 Bipor Premier League champions after securing a commanding 7-2 victory over Koduman FC. In the final match played in Bipor, the event was graced by the Chief Administrator of the Bipor Administrative Area, Gola Boy, alongside other senior government officials.
And I want to assure you our commitment at the government of Greater Bipor Administrative Area that we will always support sport, because sport, it is what is uniting us. When you look around now, you will see different people, different age sets, different age groups, different people from different counties, different payams, different tribes, different cultures, but we are all united under sport. That is the uniqueness of the sport. So as long as we are here, we are going to make sure we support the sport so that we bring peace. Because through sport, we can have peace in our area. Through sport, we can, because sport can even contribute economically.
احنا بنسعى انه احنا نبدا اجتهاد كامل ونسجل اوقاتنا في اجتهاد محل كرة القدم عشان نقدر نباشر نشاطنا بطريقة ممكن نخلي الرياضة تمشي قدام. الرياضة طبعا ده عبارة عن سلام للشعوب، دولة على حسب الكل. الرياضة حاجة مهم جدا، احنا مركزين في الرياضة عشان نقدر نجيب فوق السلام للولاية بتاعنا ولباقي اخواننا الجيران.
I'm urging the government to make sure that they are going to open for us more fields so that these teams will compete in different fields. And also I'm urging our government to fully support sport, because as we have been doing all these things, we struggle to make sure that these teams are contributing by themselves so that we manage to promote the sport. Because we know that there are no partners that are helping us or supporting us in terms of football. Though we have NGOs, but they are not doing regularly. We have so many other tournaments. We have Premier League, we have the World Cup, we have a Christmas tournament, we have Super League. These are the things that.
And that story brings us to the end of our news for this afternoon. Please stay tuned for the rest of our ongoing programs. On behalf of the working team, I'm Susan Emiliano. Bye-bye for now. Till then,